I understand what he is saying, but I think he is neglecting a huge part of what the Cristiano Ronaldo signing was. When I look and think about Serie A, this was a seminal moment. And it's not that they haven't had big stars there before, but you and I both know that Serie A took a dive in terms of credibility, in terms of relevance in the world, right? And so getting that back and getting Serie A back so that it is part of the landscape and part of the conversation and in the hearts and minds of soccer fans around the world has been a priority. And so I think that his impact, okay, you can talk about it from a Juventus perspective, and maybe that's what he was focusing on. But I don't think that you can call it a failure. I think about Serie A in a different way simply because of the signing of Cristiano Ronaldo, okay? And this is someone that has followed the league and has a great appreciation for league, but that there is a power and a value to that supersedes winning Scudettos or obviously getting to Champions League. I'm not saying that this wasn't an effort to have them be a better soccer team and, i.e., get to a Champions League and win a Champions League, especially in that quest for credibility. Okay, but he has raised all boats, so it's not just the brand of Juventus that benefited from his signing, but Serie A benefited from his signing, and I think it diminishes some of that impact that he made by saying that this was a failure. Yes, in terms of the numbers, you can look at it, and they're not, once again, they're not going to, not once again, but for the first time, as you mentioned, they're not, unless something ridiculous happens, win the Scudetto this year. So that's on his watch, okay? And having not been back to a Champions League final is also on his watch. Now, is it all on him? Okay, because I think everyone recognizes that this Juventus team, by the way, with an inexperienced manager right now, is a work in progress. And certainly, in the same way that Barcelona, you would look at Barcelona right now, is not one of the great Juventus teams. Okay, and so is that on him? He's scored the goals, right? He has been the star. He has been the ambassador. So I don't think that you can look at him as a failure specifically from a Juventus standpoint in that he hasn't done it. And I know we can get into X's and O's and how he is used and how he isn't used and how you have to adjust to have Cristiano on the team, but that happens with whatever team he goes to.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops every week. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.